Are y'all feeling that? That's the financial freedom coming through. So I'm super excited. If you don't know who I am with all this energy, okay, it's Coach Shay Watley. That is I. And I am super excited that you've come to my channel. So today we're going to be discussing 10 reasons why you should not co-sign. So if you are part of the winning family, hey, and if you are the first time here on my channel, welcome. So make sure that you tune in, get a pen, piece of paper if you need to, but I'm going to be breaking it down. So let's get right on into it. Woo! So number 10, okay? A cosigner is still a contractual party, okay? So the reason why you shouldn't cosign for anyone is because I don't know why people feel like, oh, I'm just a cosigner. You still have a contractual obligation if this person doesn't pay to pay that full amount. Can you honestly cover it if at any point in time, whoever you're trying to co-sign for is not able to pay that? Can you, in this pandemic, or even whenever it's years past this and someone's watching this video, are you still able to manage the payment? If the answer is no, then you definitely should not co-sign. No, no, no. If what you have on your current income and you contractually responsible for this payment, for whatever it's going to be, right? If they do not pay, are you able to handle that bill? Boom. That should tell you right there. That's number 10. See, we're going to ease up in it. We're going to ease up in it. So number 9. Y'all ready? Bankruptcy may impact you. So if one party files, the other party may be responsible. Meaning if someone at some point in time, right, on a contractual arrangement that you all have, if one party files and the other party doesn't file for bankruptcy, that party that did not file for bankruptcy is still responsible for the entire amount. Oh my gosh. So whoever wasn't paid, they kind of just opt out and, did a chapter 7 or chapter 13, and you're still left with the bill. Are you going to be able to handle it? Someone has got to speak about this because it breaks my heart when I hear stories about how situations occur, and it's honestly due to the lack of knowledge. So you guys, if someone, things may look good, now for you, right? Where you're able to, hey, I'll co-sign this. But you never know what the future may hold. So if you do not have whatever amount that they are trying to borrow saved up somewhere, please, 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 please consider what we're doing here, okay? So do know that a bankruptcy may impact you even if you're not the party that technically filed, because you may still be responsible for repayment. All right. Number 8. It's getting hot in here. Y'all hot? Number 10 and 9 had me like, oh. Okay, so number 8. All divorce decrees do not cancel debt. So you still may be responsible. So if you are a co-signer on a debt, the lender may still be able, even if you got a divorce, things didn't work out, to come after you for the debt, to resolve it, because contractually you are on the contract. You are still responsible. And that divorce decree is a civil matter. So you would have to go on outside terms to try to get that debt. Now, if y'all done divorced, okay, it was already an issue that was going on. It's not going to be easy getting that money back. And you may want to be able to move on with your life. However, if you are on the good faith that your ex is going to pay, it doesn't always work like that. Everything is always happy until something is brought awry. So make sure you keep that into strong consideration prior to co-signing. Number 7. Number 7 must be good. I actually put them down so I can't see them. It's like a surprise for me and you. All account info. Oh, okay. So number 7, all account information must be up to date. If not, communication may not be received. So what do I mean by that? The one reason why I feel like you necessarily shouldn't co-sign is because are you honestly going to be able to keep up with the other party's payment history? Think about what may happen in, I don't know how long a loan might be, 2 to 5 years, right? Depending upon what type of debt that you're getting lending from or financing for, right? Are you going to be able to keep up with changing your phone numbers, changing your address? All of this information and time within time changes. And you are going to need to make sure those records are completed. So if you don't want, or you know that you're not that type of individual to keep up on track on things like that, just to make sure the other co-signer is doing their due diligence, this may not be an option for you because people get burned when people don't pay. Number 6. It could be an emotional roller coaster. So number 6 is it could be an emotional roller coaster. If one party does not pay, it honestly can be upsetting. Meaning that, this can cause you stress. This can cause, and you know what stress can cause, right? You can either gain weight, lose hair. I wish stress would grow your hair, but I haven't heard that worked lately. But it can really be damaged emotionally for you, and even with you health-wise, right? Because you're going through all of this strain because this individual did not pay, and now you have added stress of a new responsibility. So keep that in mind. Number 5. It may impact your credit. Okay, think about it. If you have an amazing credit score, right? And this individual, a boyfriend, a girlfriend, they're so cute, when you first start out, and then they ruin your credit potentially. You have to remember what you built first, right? You built your own great credit history. And just for love or just for, assisting this one friend or, whatever it may be, is it worth your credit? Is it worth your good name? If you cannot say yes, then you're not ready to be a co-signer. No. Number 4, you're placing your future lending needs in the hands of someone else. So that means that you are placing all of these future obligations. Think about it. Have you achieved everything that you wanted in your life? Have you achieved your home? Have you achieved your car? Have you, achieved maybe future credit that you may need for additional endeavors? Maybe it could be for business endeavors or personal endeavors. Maybe, you have a dream that you want to go after and you potentially need a startup or financing. Is that worth placing into someone else's hands? I really want you guys to think about this. Because if you cannot say, you know what, I feel 100% secure placing my future lending needs in your hands. What if there's an emergency or something like that? Do you feel 100% sure that their hands are trustworthy in regards of making their payment every month that you're co-signing for? And that your future lending needs are secured? And if you're not able to say a 100% yes, then no, I can't say necessarily that it's worth the risk. Number 3, Everyone does not have the same values. Now, I want to say this, and I'm saying it from the kindness of my heart. We know you like to pay your bills, but do they? Everyone doesn't have the same value. It might be like, oops, I missed it. Are they going to have are they going to say, hey, don't worry about it. I missed it. I'm a couple of days late, but, I'm going to make a payment. I'm still within a grace period. Are they going to do a courtesy call to you? Or, they're going to let you know, do they have the same values of making this payment this time? That they're like certain? Everyone doesn't have your same values. Everyone's not going to do it exactly like you. And if you do not have those standards raised and discussed about what the repayment to you clearly and definitly looks like, then no, you're not ready to co-sign. If they are not able to agree to basically your terms, because this lending is underneath your name, you're not ready to co-sign. You're just not, no, you're not ready to co-sign just yet. No. So let's continue on. Number 2. There's a reason they need a co-signer. I mean, gosh, guys, someone is not giving them money. You know why? Because at some point in time, they didn't even pay them back. So why do you think that this time they're going to pay another lender back with your good credit and your good name? This is because they have shown a pattern. This has become a habit, okay, of where they have habitually not paid payments on time. And you, who have more than likely paid your payments on time, they're trying to come in your good graces. No. You got to think really long and hard. Well, what was the cause of you, needing a cosigner? Or why do we need help? Or here in this area, what's going on? What's the cause of this? What's your future plans or future intentions for repayment? What gives you the ability now to repay? See, now you have to become just like the lenders and the creditors, asking these questions, these probing questions in regards of their repayment, because if they have not showed good on payment on their own name, well, who's to say that they are going to do the same for yours? Number 1, save your relationship. Number 1 is simply to save your relationship, because co-signing has created divorces. It has broken up families. It has broken up friendships. Co-signing is I think it's like one of those, it's like those underlying, I don't want to say killer, because it's such a naughty word. It's so not nice. But it's one of those, it's an action that's actually taken, right? That causes a lot of drama. Save your relationship and your peace of mind. Just knowing that maybe you can provide other avenues for this individual. So you might say, well, Tay, what does that look like? Well, maybe you could just redirect them in regards to what that looks like to maybe rebuilding credit. Well, have they tried a secured credit card? And they may say, no, and maybe it's just taking ownership of their own debt. Okay, you've done this and you literally need to pay some things down before you're getting something new, right? But if they are interested in maybe they're in getting a secured credit card, but they're like, no, I can't, everyone's turning me down and this or that, third. Well, maybe they should honestly prove it to you before you just become a co-signer. One great means of rebuilding credit, I would have to say, is definitely self. If you have not seen my self review, make sure that you check the description box, because I'll leave a link there. It's a secure credit card where most everyone, for the most part, is able to go ahead, sign in, join up, and they will go ahead and report good credit payment history. And also, once that has been achieved over a period of time, they have an option for getting a secure credit card. If they don't choose the option for a secure credit card, they'll get their funds back that they saved over a course of time once the account matures. Secondly, you might want to try maybe doing an authorized signer. So not necessarily that you're co-signing for them, but let's say if it is a credit card or something, you're really good with paying your credit and things of that nature, you might want to place them as an authorized signer if they are trustworthy. If they are not trustworthy, please do not do this. Please do not do this. But if they are, trustworthy, maybe just setting, and to be honest with you, I would set their card at a limit, and just saying, hey, just in case you think that you can use my card, you can't. But that's one way, that I know that I had gotten started in regards of rebuilding credit, especially when I was younger. And I think people just honestly don't talk about this, about finances and how to, achieve good credit and things of that nature. But honestly, I got on my parents, my mom's credit card, and she had great credit. So I just got on her credit card as an authorized signer. I never used the card. I simply just had the name and the balance and the years that she had paid on it and a great payment history. So that's kind of how I had gotten my start or my restart of my journey back into good credit. So it's definitely a way that you're able to do so. Another thing is just going through their situation, like their financial history with them, like really taking a look and seeing, or maybe making a game plan with them. Because if you are credit savvy, they honestly may not know what that looks like to them. And you might need to break it down, like, hey, your payment history isn't looking good, or, set some terms, you need to pay this amount off, for this duration of time before you can honestly gain my trust. Because looking at this, what makes it different? And these are tough questions, but they're the right questions. Saying no to co-signing doesn't mean you are a bad person, a bad mom, bad dad, bad sister, bad brother, bad friend, bad girlfriend, bad boyfriend, bad anything, uncle, aunt, niece, whatever. You're not bad. It just means that you are conscious of your credit and you want to be able to maintain it for your future and your future family and the future needs that you may need to tend to. So make sure that you are always keeping that into mind. So other than that, I hope this was really helpful. Giving you a little bit insight before you co-sign. If you had a co-signing experience, make sure that you drop it below in the comments. Make sure that you definitely like this video if you found it helpful. If you have any tips of your own that you would like to share, make sure you also drop them below, as well, as we love to read them in our winning community. And if you just have something to say, share, or a good piece of advice, do not hesitate. I'm telling you guys, these comments definitely help so many. When you write down your journey and you share and express, you never know how that might help someone else. So each one teach one. Thanks so much for viewing my video. Again, this is Coach Tay Watley, and I wish you an amazing day. Bye. You bring the love.